I want to feel your heart right now. You are the place, my only home. Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall with me over and over again. Oh, I'm badly breathing and breathing to that ground, but it's never time we all stand up. Stop lying to yourself and be true to yourself, and that might be we both can exceed destiny. So let's jam it out. You will feel alone, but not like by your side. Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall with me over and over again. Keep the flame alive. I want to feel your hair right now. You are the place, my only home. I know, I know, I know. Yeah, we can one day whisper like flowers in the sky. No matter where I'm by your side. I know, I know, I know. You and I, let's fly the souls that we're together. Can't feel my heartbeat, so take my hand to new tomorrow. Don't hold back and let it be. You give me strength and give me pride. To take me darkness, let's fall in love. Sparks just like Hibana. Come, light up like Hibana.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Renna really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system, We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadeye's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadeye wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Miguel, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Xion.
Not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodia's Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Xion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Xion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its lake of death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alvin.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Shion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah, the biggest one in all of Mahagsar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd. and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Flashing fang!
Dance in the wind!
My turn!
And again!
I'm not done!
Sweep round!
Abundant snow! Dragon shout!
Now!
Searing gale! Not done yet! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize. Bad feeling about this.
Still! I'm not done!
Fire support! Do it! Kitara! Frozen!
Hammer!
You think that shield will save you?
Lightning Kitara!
Smash you! My deal?
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Am I? Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving. Further!
You're mine!
We're dancing in the wind!
You're mine!
Fire in the hole! Dance in the wind!
Do it! No, you can escape! I did still!
Its armor's too strong.
Then I'll split it open!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out. For my lord!
I'll take my revenge on you!
It's over.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
No! Take this!
Keep our eyes on the prize. Finally.
What is it?
I found an ingredient for that new recipe.
Gotta break through!
You got spirit!
Showdown between blade and fist.
Now! Take this! Be still! I'm not done! Start up!
Here I go.
Feeling down!
Do it!
You're long! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Everyone hanging in there?
What's this thing?
Get lost!
Here I come! You're finished! Be still! No escape! Searing Gale!
You'll pay for what you did!
You're finished! More! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Lightning Attack! Lunar Corruption! Thunder Blade!
You! Thunderous Blade! Do it!
Kitara frozen!
Hammer!
Barely a blip on our radar.
An opponent like this should be easy. Got you now!
Here I come! You're finished! On your knees!
Dance in the wind!
Searing Gale!
I'm the true gunman!
Demons descend! Flashing Fang! My turn! No escape! Castle! You're mine! Searing Gale! Take this! Be still! Take that! It's over! Searing Gale! What's this? You're mine! You're finished! Be still!
It's over!
Searing Gale!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
No escape! Dazzle!
Not on my watch!
Here I come! It's over!
Do it!
Searing Gale!
It's a duel of the arts!
I'm not done!
This one's mine!
Now you see what I can do! Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still? Seal, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
Little help!
You're mine! Take this! That's freaking does it! Searing Gale! In an instant! Impact Claw! My turn! Strike! Dazzle! It's over! Rip and tear! Searing Gale!
Fire! Too much to handle?
You're finished! Lightning Thrust! No escape! Start up! Searing Gale!
Light dance in the wind!
You're mine! It's over!
Fury!
Take this! It's over!
Water!
Searing Gale! What's this?
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
It's over! Take this! It's over!
Mega Ray! Thunder Blade! Gemini Aqua!
Dragon Shout!
Wind Astral Energy! Mine! Raging
Be
Fluid!
still! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
And yet grows.
Go no further!
Take this! It's over!
By the power
Shut
of
my
the
gun!
natural energy!
Here I come! You'll finish!
Feel it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Yes!
No,
In the wind!
yeah.
And again! In here!
No further!
I'll
Take
be
this!
ready!
You'll finish!
Do it!
We did it!
More with
My
that
turn!
heat from
Here I come!
Do it!
Searing Dance!
Burning
Watch
strike!
this!
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zoogles the Lennox usually.
Ow! Hold my lord!
Not on my watch!
We're not finished!
Do it!
Searing Dance!
Do it!
Put that gun out of your hands! Got you now!
Blazing cascade!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Take this! Here I come! Tearing Gale!
Searing flame!
Mine! It's over! It's time!
Sight in the wind! Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of metal.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
Onward and upward.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
A barrier. That may indicate Almadria is near.
Then we've got to find a way to get through somehow.
Let's see if we can find something that'll release it.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria. An opponent like this should be easy.
Be still! Take this! You're finished! I'm going in! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
This might go well in that new recipe.
Can't wait to see what you make.
You're the one making it.
Right, here goes! You got spirit! My steel! No escape!
Now!
Searing gale!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing fang!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Little help!
I'm on! It's over! You're mine! You're finished, will ya?
Dance in the wind! Flame!
Get down there defensive! We're not!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Not a chance! Here I come!
Raging flame! Lunar corruption!
It's over! You're
Over
finished!
the stockpile!
Lunar Longo!
Here I go!
Searing gale!
We must
You're mine! You're finished! You're mine!
dance in the
Searing gale!
Sleep now!
You're mine! It's over! Here I come! Here I come! Respect! Take this! It's over! Lunar Longo! Searing gale! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my arm. That
Equipment should come in handy.
Little help!
Here I come! You're finished!
Dance in the wind!
Lunar Longo!
Watch and Astral energy!
Say no more.
Let's refrain from losing.
What's this thing?
Looks like we've spotted one of Poodle's friends.
No backing down! I can carve through! My steel!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here. Little help!
Here I come! The rebel! You're mine! It's over! Lunar Longo!
Dance in the wind!
Searing gale!
It can hide itself?
Now!
Amazing!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
My turn! I'm not done! You're finished! Lunar Longo!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Take this! It's over! Here I come! You're finished! Take this! It's over! Lunar Longo!
Get toasty!
Burn strike! My turn! I'm not done! I'm just getting started!
Dance in the wind!
Take this!
Feel! Maybe this way!
I'll tear you apart!
More where that came from!
Here I come! You're finished! Here I come! It's over!
You alright?
Yeah, I'll be okay! Not today! Watch this!
Here's a healing art!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Take this! You're finished!
Light astral
Super
energy!
flash! Crumble!
Spread!
That's what I did. Was shooting too high.
Long! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
We managed to pull through. sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game job.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard.
Hi, Hoodle!
My lord! No!
Creatures are a real pain in the butt! More water! Go for the weak point!
It's almost strong. Let it open! Be my guest! We're not finished! It's over! Leave the charges to me! I'm on it! Not done yet! There you are! Okay! Flaming thrust! This one's all mine! Shockwave slash!
You see what happened there as you crossed me.
Be still!
Water!
Searing gale!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Now I'm in the groove!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Burn in hell!
Burning dragon!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almadria.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mies. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Mesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
Searing Gale!
Evil
Devastation!
I'm only getting started where that came from! Lightning Orb! Stand out of the way! Dragon Shell! I'm only getting started! Back into the fray!
Searing Gale!
Stay away!
Not done yet!
Dance in the wind! Crumble! Raging Lightning! Lunar Blast!
Lightning Thrust! New escape! Stardust!
I'm just getting started!
Hear me! Flame
It's
of
on!
Fury! Burn
You
it!
picked the wrong fight! You're finished!
Lightning or Raging Cascade!
Lunar Rondo!
Friend! Like, it's over!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
Lightning Thrust!
Raging Cascade!
Dragon Stunner!
In here!
Eat this! Here I come! It's over!
Just try and run! It's concealed!
Eagle side! Watch this! Be still! You're mine!
Foolishness.
Try harder! Not a chance!
Nothing you dream! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Here I come! It's over! Take this! You're finished! Rip it there! They're attacking separately!
Can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first.
Reload! Lightning condemned!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah, take it away!
Come now.
Eagle side! You're mine! Crumble!
That looks bad.
Wits about you, people.
It's over! It's over! Eat this! You're mine! First strike!
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall before impending calamity. Chaotic disaster.
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arms aren't so special. And now, you're mine!
Damn it! Only I'd been more careful.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
You're mine! It's over! Take
I
this!
still got some
You're
fight left in
finished!
me. I can do this all
You're
day.
mine!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Dazzle! Take this!
Photon dance
You're
in the
finished!
wind.
It's too much!
A new lease on life. Ignite Arc field.
Just the dust!
Lightning blazing cascade. Here, let me
Not
help.
done yet!
I can do this all day. Lightning condemned. Here, let me help.
Eagle side! Just playing drums! It's over!
Not now. Here, I call.
Lunar Rondo!
Lightning blend.
Searing Gale!
I can do it all day. Lightning condemned.
Sharply flash!
Healing circle. Back into the fray. Gemini Ultra.
My true power.
Lightning.
Her master core.
Not while I'm around, she isn't. Air drop.
Dazzle!
Light at blazing cascade.
Stardust! Searing Gale!
I'll never forgive you.
What?
I'll take you down. I'll end you. Astral energy. Full throttle. You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to.
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again! Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Gianna!
Alvin!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Live for me.
No. Leori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. Shion.
You're finished! Luna Rondo! Here I come! It's over! Here I come! Take this! Be still! You're mine! You're mine! You're finished! Searing Gale! Not done yet! You're mine! Searing Gale! My turn! Be still! Searing Gale! Watch this!
Alvin?
Rinwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Speaking of Thistleim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dano. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the blazing sword, the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the spirit channeling ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegus is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegus. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegus. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegus was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegus? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegus, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock. Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?